Hey, this is Matt with Tadlock Roofing here at Tallahassee Heights United Methodist. Taking a look at the main sanctuary for roof replacement. The first thing that really pops out to me is the condition of the shingles. It's pretty good. The granular surface is still mostly there and intact, not falling off. That provides a sunscreen for the asphalt, which really is the actual shingle itself, as well as the aesthetics. So what's unfortunate is that some areas of workmanship here are leading to larger problems. We've got the flashing along the wall here, that the nails have been exposed. They were sealed over, but that sealant doesn't last forever, and if you didn't come back every year or so to reapply sealant, what is happening now will end up happening. So those nails are backing out, water is going to find its way through that hole, leak down, find the point of least resistance, and rot the decking. And I believe that this spot right here is one of those areas, and then there's a couple more on this flat section. So how we will address that is, number one, first and foremost, we will rework this flashing to really seal it down to the deck, and then make sure that we don't have this problem with the nails backing out in the future again. But number two, most importantly, what we'll do is provide a self-adhered underlayment underneath these shingles. And what that will do is, whenever we drive a nail through it in the heat of the day, it will seal itself back around that nail. So creating a monolithic surface, one monolithic surface underneath the shingles on this whole back section. So if any water were to get underneath the shingles, it wouldn't be able to affect the roof the way it is now. I know that we have had a repair around where these utility lines are coming in, so we will definitely address this section and shore up this, what we call a pitch pan or pitch pocket around these penetrations, so that we don't have to deal with any water coming in again. Now, as far as the main roof section of the sanctuary here, I know that I've been told that we've got a leak coming into the sanctuary around this area here. I've looked at the shingles there. They are in really rough shape, specifically in that one spot. They are actually not adhered at all to each other. So whenever a hard driving rain comes through, or a rain that lasts for a long time, it is definitely going to work its way underneath this section. And you can see I can lift up every single one of these shingles, and that is definitely something that we should not be able to see. And the problem is, underneath there we've got nail holes. You can see one right here, that if water is going to get underneath there, it will find its way through that nail hole and end up inside the church. So that's a big problem, and one that we will definitely address with the new roof. We've got, you can kind of see a little bump up there. That is rotten decking, most likely caused by the flashing above it. I believe that since that flashing is not adhered to the decking, water is working its way underneath it, coming down the roof, finding the point of least resistance somewhere in this area where there's a seam between sheets of plywood or OSB, and rotting it out. Now you can see what I'm talking about with the flashing, where I can stick my whole hand underneath there. So if there's anything underneath there in a hard driving rain, like an exposed nail or an exposed screw that's allowing water to leak down, it could then eventually come down here and rot that decking. So all in all, I think the issues that we're seeing on this roof is due to workmanship and not necessarily due to the condition of the shingles, because the shingles themselves are mostly in good shape. So definitely want to get somebody in here, that can provide that quality workmanship, and I know we can do that for you. Get you a roof that will last some decades, and somebody that can stand behind it. So if you have any questions, please give me a call. Thank you very much.